Blogging is a very popular way of sharing ideas, sharing information, and also making money online. In Kenya, there is a vibrant and growing blogging community. If you are interested in starting a blog in Kenya, there are a few things that you need to know. And that's what I am going to share with you today. First, you will need to identify your topic or the niche that you want to write about. Also, you want to be very clear on who your target audience is. This is very important because you do not want to write for everybody. As they say, if you try to market to everyone, you will be marketing to no one. Having clarity of your niche topics and also your target audience will help you to be able to generate or create relevant content and content that is engaging to your audience. Some of the popular topics that you can write about in Kenya include lifestyle, fashion, sports, finance, entertainment, real estate, business, traveling, and very many other ideas that exist, or very many other topics or niches that exist, including cooking, farming. As many topics that you can blog about as there are people and interest in Kenya. Because blogging is about picking something that you enjoy. And as you might imagine, different people enjoy different things. Therefore, there is uniqueness in what it is that you enjoy, and you can be able to share that by creating a blog and finding ways later to be able to monetize or earn money from it. That's one of the things that you need to be very clear about, that you need to identify your target audience as well as the topics that you are going to write about. I have created a video for you on how you can go about trying to figure out the topic or the niche that you can blog about. And I'll link it up here. You can go and check it later. Once you have identified your niche and also have picked your target audience, then you can get into the business of creating content. And you need to think of this holistically. Remember, when it comes to blogging, your content is your product. And that means that you need to create content that creates value, that adds value to your target audience. It could be educational value, it could be informational value, it could be entertainment value. The idea here is whatever piece of content that you are creating should make the life of your audience better. You should be able to answer the question that they are asking. In today's world, your blog cannot just be written form content. You need to find ways in which to enrich it. And you can do this by adding images, having videos, and any other multimedia sort of content that can be able to make or create more value for your audience. The idea is for you to create an engaging, informative content that will be able to fulfill the desires of your target audience. Once you have those things in place, then you'll also need to think of the blogging platform that you can use. In the market today, there are very many options of blogging platforms that you can get or you can tap into. In fact, I have done a whole video explaining how you can choose the best blogging platform, and I'll link it up here. In a nutshell, what you're looking for is a blogging platform that fits your current needs. You may change that in the future, but you need to be able to identify or be able to choose the best blogging platform when you are starting a blog here in Kenya today. You need to consider a few things when trying to choose or pick the best blogging platform, and that's one of the things that will help you start a blog and build a successful blogging business in Kenya today. Once you have picked a blogging platform, the next step is for you to design your blog. And you can do this by yourself or you can hire someone to do it for you. In this particular step, what you're trying to look at is particularly how you can be able to create your logo, be able to get a blog theme or template, customize the layout or the color scheme of your blog. The idea here or the aim here is to be able to create a blog or design a blog that is clean, that is professional, that is easy to navigate, and that is visually appealing to your audience. And you do not want to spend a lot of time or waste a lot of time with the look and feel of your blog. This is because the most important thing when it comes to blogging is actually the piece of content that you have written. There are many cases that you will go and search for something on Google, and go and read that particular article without actually even looking at how the website looks or feels. But that doesn't mean that you should not be able to create something or design something that looks good. But don't waste a lot of your time on it. Most people don't care, and especially when you're just starting and you're not a big brand, nobody even is interested to figure out how it looks. What your audience is looking for is the content that you have created. Is it solving their problem? Is it answering their question? Are you able to help them get that which that they want? And with your content being the bridge between the point where they are and the point where they want to be. Comes to the design and how your blog looks, that can always be improved. So focus on the content that you are creating. The next item that you need to be able to consider when you are thinking of starting a blog here in Kenya is the fact that you need to figure out how to drive traffic. The best piece of advice that I can give you when it comes to driving traffic to your blog is this. It's the best article and the best content that helps your audience in a more meaningful way than any other article is doing. Doing that is the surest way of you getting or driving more traffic to your blog or to your particular article. Because the more you serve people, the more you rank better on Google or on search engines. And that will mean getting more people into your audience or within your ecosystem. Also promote your content on social media or on other platforms. If you want to leverage the power of Google as a search engine, then you need to learn and understand how Google algorithm works. And when it comes to ranking on Google these days, you will need to develop your experience, expertise, authority, and trustworthiness. These are some of the things that Google is looking at when it comes to people who are creating content and who are seeking to leverage the power of Google as a search engine to drive traffic. That means that you need to demonstrate that you actually understand what it is that you're talking about, or at least you have first-hand experience in the things that you're trying to write about. If your content falls into a category that Google considers to be a YMYL, then you need to take this very seriously, because you will not rank if you do not demonstrate that you actually understand, are experienced, and have authority on the topic that you are talking about. For example, Google does not rank easily content that is around health or medication, or issues to do with money and investing, or things that can actually affect somebody's life if they get bad advice or if they read an article that is misleading. So you need to be very careful when you are looking at the topics related to health or finance. There's a lot of nuances when it comes to YMYL topics. So you need to be careful and actually read deeply things that Google provides when it comes to content. Another important aspect when it comes to blogging is learning or understanding how you are going to make money with your blog. A blog can be a very good source of extra money, or actually you can build an online business all around a blog. There are very many people who have built their blogs into empires, and a very good example is Huffington Post that was later sold for about $316 million to a bigger company. As you build your blog, you need to figure out how you are going to make money. And you can make money with your blog from selling advertising space, from promoting affiliate product or what would be considered affiliate marketing, selling your own digital products, or even getting sponsors or brand deals with other corporates. Those are various ways in which you can be able to make money with your blog. And you need to know that even before you start, you need to have a clear plan of how you are going to monetize it. And the way you decide to have affiliate marketing as one of the ways in which you are going to monetize your blog, then it is important to also disclose that to your audience, because you want to build trust. You want them to know that an article has been sponsored by a certain company, or the links that you have in your content are affiliate links, and you make some money from those links if a member of your audience clicks through to go and purchase whatever it is that you have recommended. In Kenya, blogging can be very rewarding. It can be a great experience. It can be a way for you to not only create employment for yourself, but to also generate income for you and for your family. By choosing the right niche, the right topics, and creating valuable, helpful content, you can be able to build a successful blog. And there are very many examples of people who are already doing that and generating an income from their blogs. In fact, if you would want to learn more about how you can start a blog in Kenya, click or tap the video on your screen right now. Subscribe if you are not subscribed, and I'll see you the next one.